I grew up in a small town in Michigan, just north of Detroit. The town was called Milford. Population? Hell, that was a long time ago, I can't remember. I was no different than any other kids. I liked to play all day, running around, sure. Yeah, once in a while my mom would put a cape on me, and I dreamed of being a superhero. But really what I wanted to be was an accountant. Geez, I loved counting. I'd count frogs, rocks, I'd count my fingers, I'd even count the peas in my plate until my mom would get mad at me. It wasn't until later in life when I decided to become ElectroMan. I wasn't always ElectroMan. I started out with an old Halloween costume I had. It was an old cowboy getup. I called myself the Lone Wrangler. That didn't last long because everyone thought I was a banker. Then it struck me. I was outside doing what I loved doing. You got it, counting. I was counting raindrops in one of the biggest storms of the 70s, and it hit me like a bolt of lightning. And that's what it was. A bolt out of the sky. Damn near killed me. 2 days later when I woke up, I was in that hospital. I knew I'd be ElectroMan. I had a sidekick once, but it didn't work out. His name was John Nelson, aka Negative Charge. We were working a case, tracking a theft of over 2.5 tons of premium portobello mushrooms. We were staking out a local grocery store, and I decided we needed some coffee. Negative went inside. Before he even got the coffee, he slipped on a sweet potato, skinned his knee real bad. It was right then that I realized having a sidekick was just too much responsibility. I mean, Batman had lost a Robin or two in his career, and I didn't want anyone's life in my hands. "33 and a half years into my career, getting up at 6:14 a.m. every single day, being on call 24/7, 7 days a week. Heroes don't get weekends off. Let me tell you, it begins to wear on you. I'm the first one to admit I'm not as young as I used to be, but I'm not a quitter. Heroes don't know the meaning of the word quit. That's one of the reasons I opened up the ElectroMan Training Center. I'm just not seeing as much action these days. I used to be able to smell a crime a mile away. Nowadays, it just seems like I'm in the wrong place at the right time, or the right place at, I don't know. Well, I think it's time to pass on whatever I've learned to the next generation of crime fighters." I'm really proud of the work we're doing here at the ESSA. I've seen a lot of promising recruits step through these doors. There's Captain Violence. He's a real firecracker. Wolf Boy. He's a little rough around the edges, but with some long hours and hard work, he'll definitely take a scratch out of crime someday. Hell, they all got a lot of spark in them. Gets me thinking of good old Negative Charge. Man, those were the days. Just me and him. who would sit in Hero 1 and would talk for hours. I should look John up. See if he wants to help me teach a class or two. Anyway, we've got a motto here at ESSA. It's something I live by. I think it can inspire anyone who dreams of living up to their superhero potential. Superhero doesn't necessarily mean superpower. You don't need to rely on brute strength or flashy magic tricks to make it in this business. That's why we say brains, not brawn. The most important weapon in a superhero's arsenal isn't a gun, or a knife, or a fist, or a claw hammer, or a pair of nunchucks, or a bear trap, or even a sweet potato. His most important weapon is his mind, his cunning. He must outsmart his opponent, outthink them. That's what I try to get through the thick skulls of every recruit here in ElectroMan School for Superhero Arts. I've helped a lot of people in my life, and I've worked so hard to get where I am. I'm really proud of the achievements, and this whole project has brought back a lot of memories to me. It's made me realize I couldn't have accomplished half the things I have without the support of my loving wife, and that of every person in this damn fine country we call the US of A.